What's going on, everybody? It's Free One Up, and I saw that Transformers 2 today. Finally, I was waiting on this one. Ever since I saw the first one, I wasn't sure how the second was gonna be, and the second one managed to top the first one, for real. Because I always thought Megatron, it was it with Megatron. Like once you kill Megatron, who else? I know it's a lot of other bad guys, but who else is it that's sweeter than Megatron as a villain? He's my favorite villain in Transformers. But yeah, they got this new guy. Yeah, he cold. He cold. He ain't colder than Megatron to me, because Megatron is my personal favorite. But my man Optimus Prime, he is a straight up beast. I mean, he's a true leader. He's a true leader. It's like I got a new respect for him. It's just when he got his voice, man, he got the perfect voice to be a leader, to be the Autobots leader. He's like, Autobots out. And when he was like, on part one, he said this junk. He was like, it's just you and me, Megatron. No, it's just me, Prime. But anyway, that junk was part two had some new robots, and it was funny. It was a lot of funny parts, and this is like one of the movies that had the whole theater cracking up on certain parts. The boy's mom, she's silly. She's a funny woman. The way she acts, she got the comedy part down packed. When they wanted to be funny, they did it. They did it right. When they wanted to be serious, they got serious, and it was sweet. When they wanted to get old school, they started talking about old school stuff, the old primes and stuff. When they wanted to get Prime with it, they got Prime. I got a new respect for that robot. Nah, he's cold. I mean, I probably already said that, but he's a beast. He's definitely a beast. And they showed this view of him. He's so tall, and it's like they showed him rolling out the military. Whatever they just holding him in, this little, whatever that thing was, trailer or something. He's rolling out, and it was like 10 guards around and walking out. He's rolling down the ramp in his truck form, and he's rolling, and the dudes was walking with him with the guns, with the military dude. I'm like, that's how you escort Prime. He's a dog, But he didn't have his Autobots with him that right then. But they hooked up with the government now, or whatever. But yeah, I recommend this movie, highly recommended, because it's out cold. And it was like when they wanted to get I didn't know Prime was this deep. I didn't know it was such a deep story with the Decepticons and Autobots. I didn't know that the original robots were Decepticons and Autobots. And they said this in the movies, like the original were they were primes. Some of them were primes. They said Optimus Prime is a descendant of the primes. And it was like this old school, when they found this old school robot, he was so big, and he had a old robot cane walking around. But he was sweet. He could teleport and everything. But he even fought. He was scrapping it out with his old self. But man, the bad guys was out cold. Even Megatron's my favorite. They had this new guy, one of the bad guys. He was a lesser bad guy, if you will, and he was a saber-toothed tiger, because they was all from the old age, And the leader of I think he used to be a prime. He was a prime. He was a good guy, Autobot at first, but now he turned bad. And he's the leader. He was Megatron's leader. I didn't know Megatron followed anybody. But Megatron was loyal to him. He kept calling him his apprentice. He like, yes, Megatron, I want to rip the flesh from this kid's bones. He like, oh, in due time, you will do this, my apprentice, and all that junk. But yeah, and they had that saber-toothed tiger cat robot, man. He was a dog. He was running. I don't think he ever transformed. Maybe I might have missed it, but I don't think he ever transformed. He was sweet. That was one of the sweetest looking robots they had in there. Hands down. Because he moved like a cat. He moved like a saber-toothed tiger. He looked like it in the face. All mechanized or whatever. But yeah. Optimus Prime fights. The fights in the movie are incredible. It's like, especially the Optimus Prime fights, man. Even the Bumblebee fights. But Optimus Prime ends up fighting Megatron. They end up fighting the new bad guy. His, I don't know who he's a descendant of. He ended up fighting a lot of robots. He ended up, in the sweet part, he ended up fighting the whole Decepticon gang by himself. I was like, dang, these boys a beast. And it's like, they had the whole, when that junk happened, it had the whole theater clapping. I was like, man, all I did was sit there in amazement. Like, the music was perfect for this movie. The music is incredible. Whenever they talked about the past, the history of the Transformers, their old race, the originals, this music would come on, and they got the music perfectly. They found the right music to match that scene. I'm gonna have to find that somewhere so I can put it on the PlayStation. But yeah, I recommend this movie a lot. Go ahead and go see it. I don't want to spoil the ending at all. The ending, the finale was incredible. That's all I got to say. I loved it. The finale was real good. So it always, I ain't gonna say that. So y'all just go see it. Whenever y'all get a chance, go see it. I know I left out a lot of stuff, but you'll see it once you go see it. This is Free One Up. I mean, Autobots out. Autobots out. With the Allspark gone. I don't know what else to say. Because it's over. And I send this message to any surviving Autobots taking refuge among the stars. We are here. We are waiting. That probably was terrible. But Free One Up out.